So should be an easy 50 to bang out. Clouds are giving me a little bit of shade, so hopefully this turns out a little easier than the first 50. But as my friend would say, the obstacle is the path. Suffering is the goal. A little warm up here. What's up, Jinda? That's 51. We are over the halfway point. We also have a special guest today. Special guest name is Pup Pup. Say hi, Pup Pup. He's a good boy. Yes, this is going to be much easier with 2 sponges instead of 1. Yes, a dog. A very good dog. He's not mine, but I am taking care of him. I'm watching him for a couple days, so got to keep a close eye on him. That's 52. So I've switched my training from pull-up training to muscle-up training because the record for muscle-ups is going to be a lot more achievable in a short amount of time than the record for pull-ups. And people just keep beating the pull-up record, so it's probably going to keep going up for a little while. Bangladesh, what's up? I love getting people from randomly around the world. It's crazy. Bangladesh. What time is it there? It's gotta be kind of late there, huh? Well, that's not gonna stay. That's all right though. Ratul Hussein. What's up, Bangladesh? Nightmare mod. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a hard dismount to save friction on my hands like that. But I've noticed that with just like a minute or 2 of recovery time, I can keep doing these. So record pace, I would need to be doing about 2 a minute. That would allow for 88-minute breaks, which is a lot of break time. There's plenty in a 24-hour period. It's like an hour of break time plus. Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be nighttime in Bangladesh because that's complete opposite side of the world, isn't it? So it's pretty cool though. I see a lot of stuff made in Bangladesh. A lot of our products here in America come from there. There goes the hat and the board. Let's destroy everything, especially our body. 55. Only 45 to go. Whew. Yeah, so the goal is to just get to a pace of 2 a minute. Then after I can maintain that for an extended period of time, I mean, I'm ready for pretty much just training extreme high numbers, getting to 1,000, then from 1,000, getting to the record 2,000. Right now I'm at a pace of about 1 a minute, which isn't bad. Not bad at all for starting out. If I give it a month or two, I can get to 2 a minute for at least 500. Another month or two, I can get to 1,000. Another month or two, I can get to 2,000. If my math is correct. I'm gonna have to get a better fitting hat though. Good thing I have a million hats. Puppy wants to say hi. This is Rambo. Say hi, Rambo. He's my special guest for today. Whew. So yeah, we're at 57. Oh yeah, that hat's going off every single time now. Which is quite all right. So yeah, if you're new here, subscribe and come with me on my journey to 2,000 muscle ups in one day, beating the world record. Kept the hat this time. This will be number 60. Still feeling pretty good, pretty fresh, pretty light. I need to get rid of this pull-up spot to make room for more muscle-ups. That's 60 down, 40 to go. The obstacle is the path. Suffering is the goal. So much easier with 2 sponges. I really need to think of a new, exciting challenge to do in between this muscle-up training. How many puppy ups can I do in one day? I'm open to all ideas for challenges and stuff like that, because I'm really gonna need, time in between these muscle up training sessions to figure out some other exciting content. Isn't that right, Pup? Yes, he is the cutest. He is the absolute cutest. Don't get strangled by my hat. All right, but yeah, I'm open to all ideas for challenges, workouts, etc. This whiteboard's not going to stay up, so we're just going to set it down. Let's keep it rolling. Really not liking the sun coming back out. Really not liking the sun, but I guess I'll get a tan. I need it. So we'll take it. That's 62. Where did that puppy go? So I'm only doing one at a time right now because I don't want to gas myself. I still got a lot to go. Oh, that's a good set, or a good what would you even call that? Yeah, 10 pull-ups. That's when you're starting to get into good pull-up territory. 35 push-ups, that's definitely good too. Heck yeah. Anytime you're pushing yourself that hard, you're definitely doing something. Yeah, I would do infinite sets of, not infinite literally, but as many as I could of pull-ups, push-ups, and dips over and over and over and over again. I called them trinities. And that is like literally a cardio workout. You feel like death by the end of that. Just keep going until I failed. What's up, Bent? A deck of cards to say, like, to get a number, like choosing a number. That's actually a good idea. I'm not sure what you mean by that though. A wall squat for 7 minutes is insane. There's no way I could do that. I could probably go like 2 minutes max. 7 minutes is a crazy wall squat, honestly. Yeah, it's definitely getting to the point where I could do these indefinitely for hours and hours. So I think just a couple more months of training and I'll definitely be to 1,000 in one day. What a crazy comment. What an outlandish comment. There goes the hat. Yeah, it's a genius idea with the cards. I'm gonna have to try that out. I might actually steal that idea for one of my videos. I wonder if there's a way you could incorporate a card game into that as well. Did I mark my last muscle up? It says I'm at 65. Anyways, we'll keep it rolling. But yeah, those wall squats will kill you. Yeah, that forces you to hit a certain number too, because if you set your own expectations too low or too high, it can mess up your workout. But when you're pulling a number and you have to do that number, it kind of takes you out of control. You have to just suck it up and do whatever it says. That's a genius idea, really. I'm gonna try that with pull-ups, I think. I think I'll do that with pull-ups until the entire deck's gone. Hones Moss. I don't know how to say your name, but you're mentioned. You are indeed mentioned. All right, I gotta make sure I'm writing these down. I don't want to get behind. 66. Execute order 66. Yeah, exactly. And all my workouts are pretty much solo, so yep, that's a great idea. Like I said, I think I'm gonna try to do the entire deck, which is 52 cards, and do pull-ups for each card I pull. I don't know, I'll try to add a spin to it, make it fun, but that's a really good idea. The amount of tins though with the face cards, man, that's a lot of tins. All right, I'm gonna have to switch hats. This hat is just not gonna stay put today. 67. Yeah, I've yet to actually like really hurt myself, so I like to push myself as much as possible. The most pull-ups I've done in a day was 3,002. More recently I did 2,000 in about 12 hours. Both of those took about 12 hours. I think the 2,000 took more like 10 hours. But yeah, thankfully I've never actually been like seriously injured. Yeah, actually I don't know. Yeah, like you're saying, the longer you go, the less easy it's going to be no matter what. But, you know, I'm on the other side of halfway, so I guess that is easy mentally. My hands don't hurt anymore because I got my sponges, so I'm good to go. And we're almost at 70, so that's really close to 100. I'm getting there. If I was to feel something like hurting, I would definitely, like if something felt like I was gonna pull soon, I would definitely stop. Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I always wanted to join the military. That was one of my biggest inspirations. But I don't know, things change. It's hard for me to trust those in power will use me in the correct way. So that's the only reason I never did. But that was definitely like one of my original inspirations for working out was the military. But I appreciate you subscribing, Kat. It means the world to me. Like I said, I'm going to be training for the Muscle Up World Record, so I really appreciate you subscribing. You'll see the whole progress because I'm just getting started in this training. All my training before this was focused on pull-ups. Now I'm focusing it towards muscle-ups. The world record's 2,000, and I think I can do that in about 6 months. Yeah, see, you know where I'm coming from. I have a lot of friends in the military, and I respect them highly. You know, it's just I don't know if I can make that commitment. If it was really necessary, obviously. If it was like our country was on the line, obviously. It pretty much is. Heck yeah, sounds like a plan. Definitely sounds like a plan. But yeah, really I just need to be able to do 2 muscle ups every minute indefinitely, and then I'm golden. And 2 a minute really is nothing compared to like 10 a minute of pull-ups. That's insane. That adds up so quickly. So that's 77 it looks like. Or 72. Oh. Man, it is hot out here. I'm ready for that cloud coverage to really hit. Either way, keep it rolling. Surprised my phone hasn't overheated yet. Multiples of 5 of everything on set. Yeah, 5 minute mile is actually insane. No, I've never tried that. It sounds like it'd be right up my alley. But what do you mean by everything? Like literally every body workout you could think of? I think the fastest mile I ever ran was right at 6 minutes. I don't think I ever made it under 6 minutes. But I'm gonna get back into running for this training and try to get it down back at least to 6 minutes. But under 6 is like you're really reaching a next level. My mile time right now is probably somewhere around 7 minutes. But like you said, like if you're not like highly motivated, you're not gonna perform very well in running. It has to be like pure mental motivation. That's why running is one of the greatest exercises for your mind, because it's not just while you're, because most workouts like these muscle ups, it's just when I'm on the bar that it's hurting. But when you're running, it's every second that you're in, some form of suffering. And you have to convince yourself every second to keep going, not to slow down, not to stop. It's a constant mind battle that can go forever. So it's one of the greatest ways to strengthen your mind. Oh yeah. .445 is insane. Push up, pull up, sit up, sprints. Whoo! Sounds like some good cardio, honestly. Doing all those back to back to back to back. That's cardio city. 4:45 is an insane mile time. That's like elite. Almost got stuck there. These are definitely starting to add up. $75, only 25 left though. That's nothing. Can feel it in my wrists. Yeah, stretching is probably the most underrated thing. That's what Goggins said. He was stretching like for hours a day. Definitely need to up my stretching game. Like I'll stretch a little bit, but nothing like, you know, actual like long sessions that I need to. That's how you keep your mobility and just feeling like loose and good. Like stretching has got to be the most important but most neglected part of any workout. You know, the looser you feel, the easier everything else is. So flexibility and strength, they go like hand in hand. Yeah, I prefer to work out in a more like isolated environment as well. Not because of the people around me, just because like I like to be locked into my own zone. I don't want to like have to deal with other people taking up, you know, the machines or the equipment I need. It's just kind of weird in general. I'm not like a go to the gym for social interactions. I feel like a lot of people go to the gym just purely because they love the social interactions with other people, but when I'm working out, like I'm locked the hell in. That's good advice. Every hour on the hour, especially when I'm doing these long-term training events, I need to be stretching more. But I need to like really figure out a good stretching routine that like I can just mimic constantly. You know, I feel like the most basic stretches are just not really doing much for me. The amount of times my hat's gonna fall off is ridiculous. Yeah, I can definitely feel the endurance like already building with these muscle ups. It's getting to the point where I can just wait a minute, do another one, wait a minute, do another one. So I'm excited to see where I'll be in a month. Yeah, I'm about to look up some videos soon of like stretches like you're talking about, where like a real physical therapist like has some super knowledge on the best ones, how long to hold it, everything. Because I've heard that, you know, holding a stretch for 10 seconds does nothing. You have to hold it for 30 seconds. Then I've heard the opposite too. So like, I need to really research up on like the best possible stretching methods. That's how you know, avoid hurting yourself, really, is stretching. Standard stretches until you find one. Yeah. How long would you say to hold a stretch for? Kept the hat on that time. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get my body used to a long-term training event with these muscle ups. I'm not really trying to work on doing multiple at a time, but I will in the future. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I figured. 20 seconds, pretty good. Pulse it. Interesting. Okay. that's solid advice, because I would have thought, you know, just stretch for as long as humanly possible, and then I would have ended up pulling something. So thank you. No, tried to keep the hat on and it did not end well. $78. Had to grab the puppy for another appearance. Right. Yeah, obviously you don't want to exaggerate the pulse too much, but I can see what you mean by just not like holding it as far as you can the entire time. Then that'll give like some actual stretch to the muscles. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I never even thought about pulsing my stretches. Almost to 80. Kneading bread, yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, I've always heard you're like supposed to warm up, then stretch, do your workout, and then stretch afterwards as well. But if you stretch beforehand, you know, you got to warm your muscles up a little bit. That way, you know, you don't pull them either. So I just got to be more conscious of my stretching. Really put a priority on it. It'll help my recovery times. You know, it helps when you're sore. It helps everything. All right, let's keep it rolling. All right, that's 80. My form is slacking a little bit, but I mean, it's not the worst form in the world. Set an alarm. That's a genius idea too. Yeah, for real. Speaking of which, I should probably be wearing sunscreen right now. I'm about to get fried. But we're at 80. We only have 20 more to go. Really need to probably go grab my charger, grab some water. I'll be right back. And I'll finish my last 19. Just give me 1 second. All right, we're back in action. Got the new hat. Got the charger. Finished strong. Probably gonna have to put on a shirt soon because it's so fucking sunny. I do not know what I just pressed. All right. My phone is definitely getting super hot right now. Need to be careful not to overheat it. All right, yeah, my phone is unfortunately it's too hot. So I'm going to have to finish these last 19 off camera. I'll do one more for goodbyes. Nowhere near quitting, but yeah, my phone is like completely fried. So anyways, thanks everyone for joining. That's 100 muscle ups, and I look forward to more training sessions soon. Peace.